Welcome back to my channel, YouTube. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nanda, and I like to provide content for women that are looking to get stronger and healthier and look better for the rest of your life. So in today's video, I am going to be taking on a comparison between Lululemon and CRZ Yoga. So for those that don't know about CRZ Yoga, they're an athletic line that you can order off of Amazon. And some of their products are very similar and would be considered Lululemon dupes. And so I'm gonna go over the prices, the products, and give you my honest opinion as to what I think about that brand. So if you're curious about CRZ Yoga, then you're gonna wanna stick around. The first item that I kind of want to talk about is the jacket, and this is the Define jacket from Lululemon. I do have two. I've got, again, when I love something, I literally order a couple of the same items. And what I love about the Define jacket from Lululemon is obviously that the fabric is fairly soft. It does have some pockets, like a pocket inside and also a pocket outside that you can actually zip up, you know, if you want to put like your gloves or if you want to have your cell phone in there. Jackets are a must-have in your closet because typically, you know, it's either chilly outside or whatever. You want to make sure that you have a jacket that you can put over. Also, a lot of times, especially for us ladies that are getting a little older, we want to cover up our arms. So during the spring or the summer, maybe we don't want to have, we don't want to be running around town with just a sleeveless shirt. We want to have a jacket to go over. And so this Define jacket seems to be an excellent option when you're just trying to, you know, look cute and run around town. So highly recommended. Now, the thing with the Define jacket, it does come at a price, and so it's $118. So if I were to tell you the pros of the Lululemon Define jacket is that it is just very comfortable. It is form-fitting, and it's something about the way that Lululemon creates their fabrics and the construction of their pieces that really make you feel very, very structured and put together. And so their fit, especially for the Define jacket, is a slim fit. So it is a fit that conforms to your body, but I'll tell you that I had them for over 5 years. And so if you're just kind of looking at an average cost per year, I mean, it's about $30 a year. And I know that it's a high price entry point, but if you are one of those people that considers having a higher quality fabric is a must-have or a brand item, then Lululemon is definitely the way to go. But I was in the market, as I was mentioning, to get something similar to what I have with my Lululemons, but I don't want to spend that much. And so I was thinking about looking at different brands. And so CRZ Yoga was one that I started researching on YouTube, and I found a couple of jackets from them which are fairly similar to the Define jacket. And so I found this one. Now you'll see that this one comes with a little hood, and my Define jackets don't have that. So I did want to have something just slightly different. I got this jacket, I got it in a gray sage color and a black color because I was missing, these are really just my two jackets that I have. So I was missing the very basic one, which is my black jacket. And I did order these because, like I said, they looked very similar to that Define jacket from Lululemon, which I love. And so come to find out, it does have some pockets, and it also has an outside and an inside pocket. And the outside pocket does have zippers, so you can do something very similar to the Define jacket. And This one also has, and I don't think I went over it, but it does have a thumb hole, and so does a Define jacket, and it does have like this little thing where you can actually fold it and keep your fingers protected if it's cold outside. And so I do like that feature. It does come also, which is really cute, it does have another pocket here in the back, just in case you go jogging or whatever and you want to put your phone. I think that that was a very nice feature that you don't have with the Define jacket. Now, I'm going to say something that is probably, I think, my frustration with CRZ Yoga, and it has to do with their sizing guides on the website in Amazon. So the way that I was able to purchase was through the offer of a small, medium, large, and so they don't really have much information in terms of like the sizing, like for example with Lululemon, they're very specific. They have a fantastic size guide, and they sell their items from like a 0 to like a 12 or 14, and they really go out there and measure, you know, and say, okay, if you're a specific bust size, then we recommend you get this one. Well, with the CRZ Yoga items, it was not like that. And so I had to read through some of the comments to see more or less what size I should be getting. And, you know, reading through some of the comments, I ended up getting myself a large on both, just because I wasn't sure how it was going to fit. I am a 41 in the bust area, and so I wanted it to not be so fitted, but at the same time, I wanted to have a little room. But I will say that this jacket, well, these jackets are a little bit bigger than I would have actually wanted. So if I have any recommendation for you is to either email the people at CRZ Yoga and ask them, or I would just literally size down. And so whatever size you are right now, if you're like a medium, you might consider going down to a small. If you like something a little bit more fitted, if you're someone that likes, you know, to have a lot of room, then maybe just stay with your size or go up a size. But in my opinion, I feel like they're not as fitted and they don't look as great as the Lululemons. And even on the picture, like if you go to the Amazon website, the picture, the lady that is a model that is actually wearing one of the jackets, you could tell that it's not very slim fitting. Even though the description says it's slim fitting, it didn't look like it was. And so with the jacket being a little bit larger than I had expected, I could tell you that it's not slim fit at all. But anyway, I think still it's super cute. I mean, I still like it. I wear it. This one's probably my favorite just because of the color. But yeah, it's looking, I've worn it 4 times and it's looking like it's holding up. So the price point for these ones are $40. And so as you can tell, you can buy 3 for the price of 1 of the Lululemons. And so if you're in the market to get more of a variety, you need to look, and you want to look for something that's more accessible. If you're in that budget-friendly category, then these are a perfect option for you if you want to have a couple of jackets or 2 or 3 jackets that you can swap around and make different outfits with it. So I think these are great for a starter. Again, if you don't want to spend $120 on a jacket, you can buy 3 for the same price. And so I think that's the only con that I have with the Lululemon. It's the fact that it's just it's pretty pricey, but again, it holds itself in its value because of the fabric and the construction, and the fit is just beautiful. So anyway, those are my 2 cents. Now let's move on to the next item. And the next item I tend to like especially, and I have a video that I put together that I'm going to link up that you can see where I talk about the winter, I talk about wardrobe for winter running. So my favorite long sleeve shirt is the Swiftly long sleeve tech shirt from Lululemon. And I love it so much, and these are my go-to for winter. If I go running, if I'm somewhere outside doing some sort of activity, physical activity, these are my go-tos because they are sweat wicking, they dry fast, they do not hold any smell. I mean, they're literally my favorite. They're lightweight, and so if you're also wanting to layer a jacket on top or whatever, this would be a great layer. Now, they are form-fitting, so I have mine in a size 8, and they fit perfectly fine. They are, fitted, but if you wanted, you could also maybe go up a size if you want something a little bit roomier. But again, I have it in 3 colors, and so I can't say enough about this top. I mean, I absolutely love it. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to expand my colors, and I ordered this one from CRZ Yoga, which is almost like a complete dupe, all right? You can even tell that their logo, they have their own logo, obviously, but they pretty much copied the design in terms of having the logo up front. I don't know if you could tell, but it's very similar, and so is the back. And look at, they've got that little logo right there, and then this one, they've got that logo and the line. I mean, this is a complete dupe. Okay, so what I will say is the entry price point for this particular top is $78. So obviously it's not cheap, but if you're looking to, again, expand and maybe add just a different variety of brands and colors to your wardrobe, the CRZ Yoga top isn't that bad. I mean, these are starting at $28, so you could buy literally 2 for the price of 1. And therefore just add, different colors. I like this, kind of like that pink color, and so I ordered it. Now, it seems to be perfectly fine. Now, the material is slightly different. Obviously, it's not the fabric from Lululemon. It is a little thicker. It's sweat wicking, but it does take a little bit longer for it to dry. It's not like it's terrible. So I'm not saying that you can't use it for running or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that because it's a little bit thicker and maybe just the actual fabric itself, it holds onto moisture just a little bit more than the one from Lululemon. And here are my thoughts. Apart from the fact that it works perfectly fine and it's a perfectly good top for $28, here's my frustration. And again, it's really more having to do with the company, and hopefully they can make some improvements on their website, and it has to do with the sizing. Because this particular top, it came in either a small, medium, large, and so I ended up ordering a large because I wanted to have this be a little more flexible than the ones that I have from Lulu, because the ones that I have from Lulu are all fitted, and so I wanted just slightly to have a little bit of room if I wanted to have another top underneath. But again, I ordered a large, and I think I should have downsized and actually ordered a medium, and it's because it is definitely boxier here in the midsection, and so it just doesn't look that great. And so I would think that it's a little bit less form-fitting as the Lululemon. And one thing I will say about my just overall opinion, especially with the tops, whether it's the jacket or the top, is that Lululemon has their construction down, meaning that they have impeccable construction. The items that I've talked about so far literally like give a woman structure. Lululemon makes their items really, really conform to your body. It's something about their fabric, the construction, that all of it together make it a really incredible piece. They really are worth it just because of the quality. Now in the CRZ Yoga item, like I said, it's just the construction is a little bit different. And so it is a dupe, it looks very similar, but it is different. And I'm not just saying that because this one came a little larger than I wanted. If you look at their website, you'll see that they have a ton of different colors, and some of them on the models look like they're more fitted than others. And this one did look like it had a little bit more give. And so I would keep reading the comments. Again, that's just me really being picky about the size. I wish that they just did a little bit of better job making sure that they outline what kind of ranges of sizes you need to be when you're picking out your size, just because I think it would just make better, because they don't have a store. You can't go to the store. But anyway, so just food for thought. Just make sure you read the comments and then go with your gut feeling, and maybe even possibly size down. It just really depends. Okay, so now let's move on to the leggings. Okay. I am gonna start with my Lululemon, and I will say that I was definitely I will say that I was pleasantly surprised. I ordered 2 leggings from CRZ Yoga, and one was basically to add to my running pair of leggings. And so I have one that I've used from Lululemon for a long time, and I'm telling you, I've had these pieces about 5 years ago. Obviously I didn't buy everything at once, but when I started working out, I really started going to Lululemon and got myself some pieces. And so these are my go-to items. I literally still wear them till this day. And so this is my go-to running legging. It is the Fast and Free Tight from Lululemon, and it does have pockets. It's lightweight, but it's sweat wicking, and everything is still holding up fairly well. And again, I've had this for over 5 years, and it is $128. So again, it is a high price entry point, and so I understand that not everyone is interested in paying that much for some leggings. And so I wanted to then find some more affordable leggings that would mimic, or at least be the dupe for this particular legging. So I found some on the CRZ Yoga website, which are fairly similar in terms of the material. Obviously it's not the same, but it's definitely that kind of material, not like your lines that are super soft. These are soft, obviously, but they have a little bit more of a spandex type of feel to it. And so I love that it has the pockets on the side, because when you go jogging, you want to put, you want to have somewhere to put your phone or your keys. And so, as you can tell, they have their logo, which is, very, very similar to the ones from from Lululemon. And even the bottom, they have that similarity. But here is the problem, and I've worn these 4 times, and if you can tell, look at that. Okay, and then look at that. And I've only used them 4 times. And then even right here, you can tell that it's just not gonna hold up very well. And so for me, this particular, and I'm gonna link everything below again, just in the event that you're interested in trying something out from CRZ Yoga. This one, I'll link it, but just because of what I'm seeing, this particular style, I'm not recommending. Again, you know, this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening, you know, after four uses. Can you tell? All right, let me see. Can you tell? Yeah. So this one is a complete fail. I do like the style. Let me tell you, I've used it and I like it. It really, really just needs to be better built. The construction obviously is poor quality. So, you know, I wouldn't recommend you buying this. It is at a low entry point. It is $30, so that's an excellent price. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you could buy 4 of these for the price of 1 of these. However, this one I would not go for, just because unless I just got a defective one, but don't spend your money on something that may not be worth it. Save your money, then save some more, and then buy yourself a better pair. All right, but let me tell you now, I'm gonna move on to the second pair of leggings that I actually do like from CRZ Yoga. These are the ones that I'm wearing right now. Now, let me tell you that these have a little bit of fleece inside of them, and I bought them really for the specific purpose of the winter weather months. I do have some to compare to, but they're not Lululemons. I am gonna talk about them briefly, but Lululemon doesn't have anything with fleece that I could find. I guess that's not a fabric that they produce, and so they don't really have any leggings with fleece. So I will just compare with you a fleece type of legging from Athleta or Athleta. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I call it Athleta. And they, the Athleta ones, I wasn't too crazy about them because you can tell that it's starting to peel, and they're not inexpensive. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for these, but I bet you anything, if I'm not mistaken, it's anywhere from $80 to $90, if not $100. And so I wasn't gonna pay another $100 for something with that kind of quality. So I ended up finding these from CRZ Yoga, and I've worn them a few times, and I definitely do like them. Now, I will say one thing. I probably would size down a bit. I've noticed that if you wear them throughout the day, especially if you have them on around the house or whatnot, because these are super comfortable to be around the house too. They're nice. I mean, they have a little bit of a shine, so I really like these leggings. But the thing is that after a while, you start feeling like they're expanding a little bit. So you might size down if you're in between sizes. And again, that is kind of the recurring theme for me with CRZ Yoga. I think their sizing is something that they need to work on a little bit better, just to make sure that they live up to their brand. And so if they actually start making some improvements with their sizing online, I think that it's going to be a better experience for the people that are buying these products. And so that's just a recommendation, CRZ Yoga. All right, and then the last but not least, and I'm gonna go real fast on these ones just because they're sports bras, and I do have this sports bra from Lululemon, which is one of their energy sport bras that I purchased last year. And so I've only had this for a year, and I like it. I love it. I mean, it's a good bra. It's $58. Now, I don't have very many Lululemon bras. Actually, that's my first and only one. And the reason being is, for some reason, I tend to be very cheap when it comes to spending money on my sports bras. And so I tend to like to just shop my local Academy store or just something affordable. And so I don't like paying close to $60 for a sports bra. I just decided to buy something different to see if I was missing out. I really am not. So I ended up buying this one from CRZ Yoga, which is $24, which is a similar cut to the one that I just showed you from Lululemon. Again, so $24. I used it and it's perfectly fine. They're both medium support, so for like low and medium impact exercises, they work perfectly fine. I probably wouldn't run in these, but definitely worth $24. And then just another one that I got from CRZ Yoga. Anyway, another $24. So again, you can buy two for the price of one. And basically that is my collection. The question is, would I recommend that you buy CRZ Yoga? Well, here's the thing. I do feel that the brand has some pros in that it's fairly inexpensive, and if you're looking to get into a different brand that has some items that look similar to those of Lululemon, I think that CRZ Yoga is a great option. I do feel that their price points are fantastic. You know, as I mentioned through the video, you could buy 2 to 3 pieces of each for one of each piece from Lululemon. So if you're wanting to build a small wardrobe quickly because you're just starting out in your fitness journey and you're being budget conscious, then I think CRZ Yoga is definitely a good place to start. I just step into it slowly and really also think about the sizing of those items if you are going to order. So in my opinion, I think sizing one size smaller might be a good way to go if you're into that more fitted and structured look. Now, if you want to have a little bit more of that, free flowy look, then either order your size or order up. But that is my opinion on the sizing. They do need to make some definite improvements on the website so you and anybody that's going out there to buy some of these products has a better idea as to how these items fit. Now, in terms of Lululemon, do I think they're worth the money? Yes, I do. I think that their fabric and their construction is top notch in my opinion. And so if you're wanting to save a little bit of money to make sure you get a really nice item, I'm telling you, their jackets, their tops, their leggings are second to none. And so that is why they're the company that they are. I'm not in any way affiliated with either CRZ Yoga or Lululemon. These are just my honest thoughts on both companies and the items that I presented to you today. So if you have any questions regarding any of these items that I went over today, please feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know if there's anything I could do to help you in your purchase. Now, if you like this video, I do ask you to please give me a thumbs up, a like, and consider subscribing to my channel. It does help my channel out. So with that, everybody, I thank you so very much for spending a little time with me. And until next time, I'm wishing you a stronger and healthier life.